Okay, the middle punch. So the middle level punch, the primary target is solar plexus. Now if you're using weapons, the primary target is the middle of the sternum. But that's neither here nor there. You'll learn about that if you learn weaponry as to why we're hitting here with weapons versus solar plexus. Solar plexus is still a viable target with weaponry though. When you're doing the middle level punch, you go through steps. So step one would be to fire forward until you get to about right here. And then step two is to pop it over. So step one, come all the way out to about right there. Notice this one's still palm down. And then they both turn over as they finish their motion. They remember be able to go slow like Tai Chi, isometric tension, so forth, and eventually full body power. And then you'll start hitting heavy bags, makiwaras, and breaking things with your punch. Make sure your fist is made correctly. Do not tuck the thumb inside. That is a very common beginner mistake. Do not do that. Either make a natural fist like this, make a fist like this, or make the old Okinawan fist. I prefer the old Okinawan fist, but I'm not going to fault you if you make a normal fist or a natural fist. You make a sun fist or you make the old Okinawan fist. But your basic is to come to the center. So if you see me here, my center line is here, so I'm coming straight out and targeting that solar plexus right there. So you see my arm comes to center. I'm not punching straight forward, I'm punching to the solar plexus down here. Make sure your chambers are good. Notice you don't see an opening here. That's something I don't want to see, is big opening there. Pull this back. Shoulders should be down. Notice when I go to throw the punch, my hip fires first. I drive off the ground, the hip fires. So when you're going slow, make sure the hip drives off the ground. Also notice that it snaps back. Before the fist gets to the end, that hip snaps back. So the hip, shoulders, everything goes forward, and then before I hit the end, the hips snap back the other direction, back to center. So again, from this side here, when I go to throw, the hip comes forward. That throws the fist from the hip. The shoulders go forward. I'm driving off the ground as I do it. And then notice how the hip snaps back at the end. Okay? And that is your middle level punch. Now, important thing to keep in mind whenever you're throwing your punches at a target. Step one, should be the surface of the target right there. So you should be beating the surface of the target here and then penetrating into the target as you turn over. Another critical thing is your elbow. Don't hyperextend your elbows. You stop just shy of hyperextending your elbow. This is for safety. If you hyperextend your elbow over time, you're going to injure your elbow over time. So I throw the punch, and right there I'm ending. I have, I'm not quite 180 degrees. Like look here, you'll see I was able to straighten out a little bit more. So don't hyperextend or lock your elbow when throwing your techniques.